Feline houseplant toxicosis. Cats are one of the most common household pets. One thing more commonly found in homes is houseplants. Many people don't know that some decorative houseplants are toxic to their pets and have no idea that they are bringing these dangers into their home. Ingestion of these toxic plants can cause sickness and/or death and can have long-term effects on your beloved pet. While there are an innumerable number of potential dangerous plants, in this video we will go over 3 selected groups of common plants that can harm your cat.
Lilies are a diverse group of plants belonging to the genera Lilium and Hemerocallis. They are a very common decorative plant and are frequently given in bouquets. Unfortunately, they are also one of the most dangerous plants to cats and are one of the most commonly involved in houseplant poisoning. Lilies contain steroidal glycoalkaloids and steroidal saponins throughout the entire plant, including the pollen, but they're especially concentrated in the flowers and leaves. These compounds are very toxic to cats but don't seem to affect other animals. If a cat ingests even a small amount of a lily, they can experience severe kidney damage, which is often fatal. Autopsies of cats who died from lily toxicity indicate that the most damage is done to the epithelial cells of the proximal convoluted tubules. These tissues are involved in the removal of waste from the blood and the formation of urine. These cells are very active, so they have large amounts of mitochondria. With lily toxicosis, the mitochondria become damaged and the cells stop being able to produce enough energy to function, eventually leading the cells to die. As these cells die, the kidneys stop being able to filter out waste, which builds up in the blood and has severe and often fatal effects.
Calcium oxalates. So, what are calcium oxalates and how does it affect us? Calcium oxalates are crystalline compounds made of calcium and oxalic acids that occur naturally in many plants. These crystals serve several roles in plant biology. The most common form is needle-like raphides, which is very effective in causing irritation. Common plants that contain calcium oxalate crystals are rhubarb, which the leaves are toxic to humans, spinach, Swiss chard, and beet greens in lesser non-toxic amounts, monstera, philodendrons, dumbcane, peace lilies, calla lilies, and many others. So why are calcium oxalate crystals harmful? Calcium oxalate crystals in plants are defense mechanisms. Calcium oxalate crystals help protect plants from herbivores. When animals try to eat plant parts containing these crystals, the sharp structures can irritate or damage tissues in the mouth and digestive system, discouraging consumption. These sharp structures are also known as ideoblasts. These plants also release proteolytic enzymes which break down proteins. This causes a histamine response and the release of cytokines in the affected animal. This is similar to an allergic reaction. The tissue will swell as the immune system responds to the toxin. If this occurs in the throat, it may lead to respiratory obstruction, but in that case, this is rare. And this effect can also cause vision loss. This toxicity can affect many species, but cats are noted to be particularly sensitive.
Allium is a genus of plants which includes onion, garlic, leeks, and chives. These plants aren't typically used for decoration, but they're very common in cooking and may be inadvertently fed to cats who are given table scraps. They are toxic raw, cooked, or powdered. Allium species contain a compound called sodium N-propylthiosulfate, a strong oxidant which increases the amount of methemoglobin in the blood. This results in a potentially fatal condition known as methemoglobinemia. Methemoglobinemia causes a decrease in the blood's ability to carry oxygen to tissues, as methemoglobin has less sites for oxygen to bind to than hemoglobin, which is the typical oxygen-carrying protein in the blood. Allium species can also cause hemolytic anemia, a condition in which blood cells are destroyed faster than they can be made. Other species may also be poisoned by allium, but cats are more susceptible due to the way that their hemoglobin is structured and due to their livers not being able to filter the compound out easily.
In this presentation, we went over the physiological effects of 3 groups of plants that are toxic to cats: lilies, calcium oxalates, and allium. We have learned that indigestion of these plants in small amounts can cause severe kidney problems in cats. Please keep in mind some of the signs of accidental toxicosis in cats.